See if the notifications go out. See if people come up in here. What up? Y'all let me know if the notifications went out. What's good, y'all? Tyrants Bane here. Welcome to the Definition of Anarchy channel. It's what? Friday the 23rd, 2021. Oh man, a lot of shit's been going on, right? Since I've been live. When was the last time I went live? I believe last Sunday. Oh man. So I'm going to talk about Joe Biden. Now he said he wanted to ban pistols, not only rifles, but pistols that can shoot up to 120 rounds, right? Multiple rounds. See, this government,
slow traffic.
They don't want you to be able to shoot firearms that can shoot one round, all right? Let alone 100. But they're gonna boil the frog slow, right? What they want you to have is a muzzle-loading musket. That's what they want you to have. They want you to have a muzzle-loading rifle. That's what they want you to have. They don't even want you to have a wheel gun, because up 5 to 6 rounds, that's too much. 5 to 6 rounds coming out of a fucking gun is too much. They want you to load your firearm every single time you fire that weapon. And then, really, they don't want you to have any weapon. They don't want you to have anything. They want you to be like fucking the UK, where you can't have anything, right? That's what they want. Now, some people are thinking this was a Freudian slip by Joe Biden. No, I don't think it was a Freudian slip. I think he just revealed the true agenda behind this gun control campaign, or what are they calling it now? Gun safety or common sense law, or whatever the fuck they want to call it, whatever euphemism they want to use. At the end of the day, it's about stripping you of your rights, right? And I've been telling people that if you look closely at some of these bills, right? These assault weapons bills and all this other shit, it plainly says any firearm that can take a detachable magazine, right? That's what it says in a lot of this language. And it's not just going to be limited. It's not just limited to rifles. So that it's already out there that they want to do this. You know, Joe Biden saying that shit. You know, he just revealed too much of the plot. That's all. That's all he did, was reveal too much of the plot. And so, you know, you got people. Listen. Excuse me. That's what they want to do. And you want to know why? Because they want you to be as defenseless as possible. They want you to be as weak as possible. They want you to be as much of a victim as you can be. And they want to be able to do whatever they want to your children. That's what this is about. These people want your children. They want to do all kind of weird shit to your children. They want to, listen, man, well, I can get into all the conspiracy theories, but y'all know what I'm getting at. They want people like, you know, Mighty Mouse to run around doing whatever they want, right? That's what people wonder, why Mighty Mouse is still on YouTube, right? People wonder why, you know, people like Hassan Campbell is still on YouTube. And Hassan Campbell been saying some wild shit. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with Hassan Campbell, but Hassan Campbell has been saying some wild shit. Like he would have a threesome with your child with Africa Bambaataa, little shit like that, calling himself joking. But man, you know, the more he says, the more he's revealing himself, right? You know, people want to protect. The most protected class in this country and really in the world are child predators, right? Or predators in general, but specifically child predators, because the people at the top, what do you think they are? What do you think they are? They're child predators. That's why there's always these cases where these elite people are getting caught doing this in a bathroom or getting caught being in on a sex trafficking ring, shit like that. Matt Gaetz' homeboy, you know what I'm saying, who got caught up in this type of shit. These people, the elites, they are the child molesters. They are the predators. They're involved in sex trafficking. So, of course, they want to protect people like them just in case they get caught up, so they don't have to face as harsh a punishment as they would otherwise. That's really the bottom line to it. All right? They want to control the resources. They want to control your children. And they want to control you. So, I mean, these people have been at this for centuries. They've been at this for centuries, figuring out how they can best control the population they oversee, right? It's something in their mind that has them, it's just this sickness. It's a sickness, or it's just evil, right? And this push for gun control is not about public safety, right? Because while they hooping and hollering about assault rifles, they understand that assault rifles kills less. You know, people use assault rifles, excuse me, to kill less people than they use knives in hands and feet. So people die more from hands and feet than by the hands of someone with an assault rifle. They know that. And they know that pistols, people use pistols mostly to murder people, right? If they're going to use a firearm, they mostly use pistols. And so why such focus on the assault rifle? Well, it's not that the focus is on assault rifles, is that that's what they want you to believe the focus is on. While they're talking about assault rifle this, assault rifle that, they start changing the language, right? They're changing the language to assault weapon. Because if you say rifle, that's a specific type of firearm. And that's why they're on this thing about pistol braces. You know, if your pistol has a pistol brace, it makes it more accurate, it makes it more deadly. Well, yeah, that's the fucking point. That's the point behind any firearm. You want it to be as accurate and deadly as possible. That's what the point is. Firearms aren't meant to be non-lethal weapons, right? Or less lethal weapons. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be able to have them. No, we should be able to have them because of that. You want the most, if you're going to have something, a tool of self-defense, you want the most deadly weapon possible, right? And you want to have multiple types of deadly weapons. Because if someone is attempting to take your life, well, you have to meet that force with force, with the same level, or if not more force, to completely eliminate your attacker, incapacitate them. The best way to incapacitate someone that's trying to attack you is to what? Hit him with something lethal, right? Point blank and period. When you're trained to incapacitate someone, like let's say you're in the military or something like that, when you're trained, if you're, especially in close quarters, if you're in close quarters combat, you want to incapacitate that person so that they're unable to do anything after you do that. And it's not to hit people in the torso at close range. When I was trained to incapacitate a would-be attacker or an enemy, it was right here, right between the eyes. That's where you level the barrel of your rifle at close range. Why? If you hit him here, all their motor senses, their motor controls are dead. Done. It's done for. Whether they die or not, most likely they'll die, right? They'll die most likely. But the point is to incapacitate them so that they can't do anything after you shoot them. Because if you hit them in the torso, they might have a vest, or, it might not be an instant kill, or it might not incapacitate them immediately. That's why you hit them here. You want to be, that's what you want for your firearm, so it can be as lethal as possible. So that's the problem for them. They don't want it to be lethal. They want you to have, like I said, a muzzle-loaded fucking musket. That's what they want you to have. And so
slow traffic.
That's why this whole thing about the pistol was coming out. This is nothing new. Nothing new at all. Micro stamping and whatever they can do. All this shit. They want you to micro stamp the shells. They want you to put a micro stamp on the fucking firing pin. Why? Why? So they can easily identify a weapon based on the stamp on the shell in a criminal investigation? Hell no. They know it's damn near impossible for the manufacturer to do that, or highly expensive. The manufacturer's not going to do it. That's the point. Is to impede upon the manufacturer selling those pistols, those newer model pistols. That's why in California you can't buy a pistol no later. You can't. There's no new pistols available in California. Everything is old because they have this micro stamping law in California. So manufacturers, they're not doing that. So we don't get the latest and greatest pistols here in California. You see what I'm saying? And that's the point. That's the point. It's not to identify. Because if that was the case, then guess what? They'd say you can't sell any goddamn pistols. No rifles, nothing. They would eliminate the sale of all firearms because no firearms have been stamped. No micro stamping on any firearms. That's the point. They don't care. Whatever they can do. And they know they can't just say, oh, well, if you can't, if you don't have a micro stamp in your fire pin, as of right now, no matter what year your pistol was made in, then you can't have that in California. They know they can't do that. So they do this little slick shit. Oh, micro stamping of any new firearms. You can't have micro stamping of any firearm past this year. Or you can't have a firearm that isn't micro stamped on the firing pin past a certain year. So now any new innovations, any new type of more accurate pistols that might come out, something a little bit, that make it less possible to jam, whatever they want to do, whatever improvements they have made on the pistol over the years, we can't have that in California. See what I'm saying? They don't give a shit about no micro stamping and making it easier to solve a fucking crime. These people are full of shit. They're full of shit. Joe Biden just continues to lie about a lot of shit, man. He wants to ban pistols. That wasn't no fucking mistake. That wasn't a slip. That wasn't, what they call that, fluffing when he fucks up and says some shit? Fobbing, or these newfangled words they be coming out with. Don't worry, y'all. This is sugar-free, Sugar-free soda, 0 calories. I tell you guys what, man. You got a sweet tooth? Pick up one of these and avoid those calories. You know what I'm saying? 0 calories, and it fills you up, right? You know, if you're hungry and you know you don't want to overeat, drink some of this. Anyway, it wasn't no fucking mistake. They're telling you what they want to do. They're telling you what they want to do. Point blank, period. So, anyway. But see, here's the problem. 8 million new firearm owners in the last year. 8 million brand new firearm owners in the last year. Most of whom are fucking considered to be liberals and Democrats. So they know they're losing on that front. They know they can't get the people behind banning firearms 100%. But they're still going to talk that shit. They're still going to push it. They're still going to say this, that, and third. And what was that stupid shit he said in his little town hall meeting? Crime isn't going up. That's what he said. Crime isn't rising. Because, of course, you know, he can't have crime rising during his administration. It doesn't fucking matter, right? But crime isn't rising. But gun violence and murders are. Aren't those crimes? Last time I checked, violence against another person, whether it be with a firearm, and murder of another person, whether it be with a firearm or not, is still a crime. What is he talking about? And the fact that people still take this political system seriously boggles my fucking mind. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Why do we continue to put faith in this system when we have clowns like this so-called representing this country? Right? Right? We're supposed to be the greatest country on earth. We might be the greatest country on earth. We might be the greatest oppressive country on this earth. Out of all the oppressive countries, right? Which I would debate is not true. You know, you got those Netherlands countries, you know what I'm saying? Sweden and Switzerland and all those type of countries over there, you know, that seem, you know, those countries have the happiest people on earth. So I don't know how people could say that, but you know, you get the gist of it, right? Because I forgot what country it is. I think it's Switzerland. You're allowed, which is crazy. It's not that you're allowed in there, right? You're allowed to grow, right? Grow food. So they have a community of people. They all grow food. They all grow different types of food so that they can trade amongst each other. So they don't necessarily need to go to the grocery store or a farmer's market. They all grow some shit on their land and they trade and whatnot amongst each other. You're not allowed to do that in certain parts of this country. You know, and that's the type of shit, you know, that's that type of nuanced shit that would eliminate, you know, the United States from being the greatest country on earth, right? But as far as oppressive and tyrannical countries go, yeah, we might be one of the best. And it's only because of what? It's only because we have 400 million firearms in this country. Before last year, it was only 350 million. Now, it's over 400 million. Thanks to those 8 million people. You know what I'm saying? So new gun owners bought a shitload of weapons, and current gun owners bought even more weapons. So that's a beautiful thing. And that's the thing they fear the most. That's the thing they fear the most. And let me tell y'all, man, California's going to shit. California's going to hell in a handbasket, y'all. And last thing I need is to not be able to have a firearm. Now look, what are they doing in California? Governor Newsom, in his last ditch effort to be a prick, not only did he reinstate the mask mandate for indoors, right? This is what else he did. He has signed a bill. I think he signed it. I think it's in law now. $12 billion to house homeless people from other states. You heard me.
In half of a mile, right?
$12 billion allocated to people who want to come to California as homeless and be housed. What was it? What was it? Did you hear what I just said? $12 billion of California taxpayer money going to what? To pay for housing for people, homeless people who want to come to California to get housing. Now, from what I understand, if you look closely at how the money's being distributed, you know, a lot of developers are going to get a shitload of money. They getting paid out the yin yang ass. You understand what I'm talking about? So this is just another way for him to pay corporate cronies.
Next right.
For being corporate cronies. Right? You know, I talk about corporate welfare all the time. Corporate welfare is more rampant than social welfare. You all know that. Corporate welfare is more rampant than social welfare, because these companies that are going to be paid to provide this housing to these people is getting money from us via the government.
You have arrived at your destination.
Corporate welfare.
Finished.
Corporate welfare. And guess what? Guys like me, tradesmen, yeah, we're gonna have a job, right? It's gonna provide more jobs for us. But the people, the developers, are gonna be ones that are gonna get super rich from it. See what I'm saying? These people, this system, right, is designed not to help you. It's designed to help the corporatist, right? The corporate cronies, government officials, pigs, right? Not even the pigs, they're little pawns that they use to enforce their laws, right? They're leg breakers, right? Point blank and period. Point blank and period. So now my taxpayer money is going to homeless people from other states to come out here. Tell me how that makes sense when the price of housing in this country or in this state is absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense. There was a house. My wife saw a house for $629,000, right? $629,000. Guess where it was? Even though it was a nice size house, right? Nice size house, 2,000 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. I think it had a pool, but guess where it was? Watts. $629,000. Now, if it was here in Lamert Park where I live, it'd probably be about $2 or $3 million. You understand what I'm saying? You see how well, maybe not even that. Maybe like 800, 900,000, $1 million. If it was where my mom used to live in View Park, you know, Windsor Hills, it'd probably be about 2 or 3 million. But the point is that how do you justify the price of housing in this state when there's so much homelessness going around, all these camps, right? Homeless camps, this, that, and the third, everywhere. This state is shitty. It's a shitty state. And you can't tell me that a beach, it has a beach. Okay, there's beaches. There's mountains, so what? You have beaches, mountains, and all that shit in the Carolinas, right? In the Carolinas, you got that. In Georgia, you got beaches here. You go up to the mountains over there. Like, so what? A shitload of third world incomments. What's good, everybody? Now that I'm stopped, I can. Joseph Fransburton in the building. Marcy T was good. Lawrence Rittenau. Montana's nice. That's where you live. Yeah, I heard Montana. It just gets so freaking cold out there. Homesteaders used to go to California for the promise of employment. Now the homeless will go there to be free tent city. Not even a tent city. They're getting free housing. They're going to get housing. Like, not even going to be a tent. You see what I'm saying? But the point is, the developers are going to get a shitload of money from this $12 billion to build this housing. And it's going to be cheap housing. They're going to get a huge margin out of it. And that's the point, right? That's the point. That's the point. That's the freaking point. Meanwhile, people who were forced, who couldn't pay their rent last year because Governor Newsom locked us down, destroyed jobs, destroyed businesses, they still haven't paid those people out the money that they're supposed to pay them out for all that back rent that they were forced to have because of the lockdowns. Not their fault at all. Anyway, oh man, my time is running away from me. What's this I hear? I heard Vanilla Gorilla left Moustien Island. That's what I heard. Now, I forgot who it was who said that. They said they messaged him or something like that, and he said that he's not rocking with Mighty Mouse anymore. That he didn't know about the child predator case and all that shit. Which I'm like, how? Y'all know who Vanilla Gorilla is. Vanilla Gorilla been rocking with Mighty Mouse for a long time. All up in this comment section, a moderator, all discussing all the haters and all the shit. Ain't no way he didn't know that Mighty Mouse had those charges on him after all that exposure that he got. No way. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that live stream last night that Minor Mouse did. And every time he gets drunk and does a live stream, he says some shit. He exposes some deviancy in him. Right, he's talking about some tunnels. Remember that? He's talking about some tunnels and all, like getting on in some tunnels. I don't know if that's some freaky gay shit. I don't know what that is. But he exposes himself every time he gets drunk. Mighty Mouse was on that gay talk again. Fingers in his ass shit. Mars 77 was good. Cash was talking about he ain't high enough yet. Disgusting. Where's CPS? Why the police ain't when to go pick him up? So I'm trying to tell y'all. And Mighty Mouse is rubbing it in our faces that he can do and say whatever he wants on YouTube and still be rocking. But if you play a little clip of him saying some freaky shit, right? Even with fair use, you get fucking copyright stricken. He ain't hit me with a copyright strike. He had tried to hit me with a privacy violation thingy, but it didn't pan out for him because he has no legitimate expectation of privacy. Was good real life, no gimmicks. Yeah, he deletes him. He sent me a text last night saying he'd kill me. He's an idiot. Hey, did you see the movie Breaking in the 80s? Yes, I saw Breaking. Yeah, I'm an 80s baby. I think I'm better off seeing his lives anyways. No, I like to watch him so I can see the bullshit. Lawrence, real life no gimmicks. I know you saved that text message and screenshotted it. Not that you need to, because it's in your text message thread. But so that's that bullshit. I mean, what can you do? But I don't believe Vanilla Gorilla didn't know about his charges. I think because he did. Remember, he did that live stream with Vanilla Gorilla at that bar, and Minor Mouse started saying some nasty shit on that live stream. Started saying some crazy shit, and I think that kind of like killed it for him. Oh, it's two different Vanilla Gorillas. Okay, Loney. That's what I thought, because I was confused because he said the first live stream was titled live stream with Vanilla Gorilla, and then it wasn't titled that anymore. And then I was confused. So okay, so there's two different Vanilla Gorillas. Well, if that dude didn't, okay, now that makes sense. See that, and that's the thing with a lot of people. If this isn't the same Vanilla Gorilla that was that's his moderator, and he probably actually didn't know completely about what his charges were. And this is what happens with a lot of people that Mighty Mouse links up with in these different states. See, not everybody is hip on YouTube, right? Not everybody is hip to the YouTube thing. So, and they might have YouTube, but they don't necessarily know about what's going on with Mighty Mouse, right? They might know Mighty Mouse, okay, this guy Mighty Mouse is putting on a fight in my city, so I'm gonna roll up there, right? But they might not be doing too much investigative work, right? Which, I mean, that's just the way it is these days, man. So it could be that a lot of these people, you know, they know who Mighty Mouse is, they just aren't doing a lot of research on him, because for what? I mean, they have no reason to. And then when they find out, when they start looking into shit, maybe that Vanilla Gorilla that he was doing the live stream with, he heard Mighty Mouse saying, this dude saying some crazy shit. Let me look into this dude a little more. And that's probably when it happened. I don't know. Something like that. I'm about to start work. Yeah. I'm about to get up in here and get something cracking. All right. Anyway, I got to go, guys. Much love. Like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And, yeah, I'll be hollering at y'all later. I might get up a little bit later, guys. Or I'll see you Sunday. All right, man. Peace.